When I think about our story and where it is that we came from, uh, it's not dissimilar from a lot of ownership groups in the hospitality industry. If you kind of peel back the overall sector, 60,000 hotels throughout the United States, a little over 10% of those are select service extended stay hotels that are owned by mom and pop, smaller owner operators throughout the country. It's a beautiful American dream story, and in that vein, that's how I found myself in this business. My parents became the proud owner of the Winkler Motor Inn when I was 10 years old, and this was the family business that I grew up in. We would do laundry, and then we would clean rooms, and then we'd be at the front desk. And so I learned at the early age kind of the ethos of the business, right? That it is a people business. It is a service business. In some ways, I found myself not wanting to do that for the rest of my life, and went to school to do something that was finance oriented, but I needed a job. And I got hired by the University Conference Center that Marriott ran because I had the prerequisite experience being able to operate the Hobic front desk system, which was the archaic card system that you'd go in and fill out. They were looking for somebody with 3 years of experience, and lo and behold, as a 17-year-old freshman, I had it. You fast forward 4 years, and I graduated from college in 1991 at a very dynamic time, as we all remember, in the economy and in the world. And I ended up getting a job with a small investment firm that was making a big stake in a new product called limited service hotels. But here was the catch. They wanted somebody that had a finance degree and someone that had 5 years of operating experience so they could, figure out, the intersection of the hospitality industry and this unique model. And so there I was getting into U-Haul, moving to Atlanta, and finding myself in this very exciting time in growth. And 6 months later, the partner that was running the group left to go form their own shop. And so it was really the Wild Wild West. I was learning how to read construction plans, architectural documents. I was sitting in meetings with respected developers. I was working with some of the very first CMBS deals that were taking place. And I was doing all these things, essentially a kid, but it gave me a very formative experience in thinking about the difference, between great organizations and those that were just kind of following the money. We used to laugh at it at the time. We'll all joke, and it says, there's a difference between two people and a cell phone and a real organization. And I found that out, through those efforts. And so, in my mind, when I started thinking about what it is that I wanted to really accomplish, it was the combination of all those experiences that gave me the courage to say, I might be able to do this on my own. And in 1993, we forged ahead and really with a goal to say, let's go figure out what we can do here. But a lot of that is really I owe to the history that I had and the experiences that I had, in my formative years.
And I have to ask, Bill, I know this is a little out of order. Do your parents still own the Winkle Motor Lodge?
No, Peter, they do not. And I will tell you that the only way that I could have started this business is if I would have figured out how to help them refinance the Winkler Motor Inn and a couple of minority investments that they had in a few other things to give me the ability to borrow from them enough money to build a small Hampton Inn. And I'll go back, and during those days you could do that with a couple $100,000, which is real money, by the way. And so my parents, trusted me enough and bet the ranch, if you will, on a young kid and a dream.